Okay, so I'm back, day 2, on my hair. It's a new day, and I started fairly late today, but I've been watching some videos, helping my partner with his work, and just taking it easy because I'm touching and manipulating my hair, so it's important to be mindful about the energy that I have as I'm doing my hair. For anything that you do, I think it's important to be mindful of the energy that you put into it. If it's cooking, if it's doing your hair, if it's writing, DJing, whatever it is that you're doing, if it's even having a conversation with someone, checking in with yourself and seeing where your energy is, where your mind is, where your heart is. Because it's felt. It's felt in your interactions with life. Right now you may hear some chopping in the background. I guess he just really wanted to tell you that he's cooking. Well, we're going to have lunch soon, and my partner is a chef, a plant-based chef, based out of Costa Rica, but he travels internationally. And when he cooks, he sets the space. Like when I tell you about intentionality, he sets the space. He'll light incense, he'll burn some copal, he'll, make sure his energy is right. Sometimes for retreats, he'll even meditate. Like meditate right before getting into the kitchen and going into this sacred space to create food, to transfer the energy from his hands, as he's, like I said before, the energy goes from our hands, our feet, through our skin. So he'll set up his aura, his energy, before even touching the food, honoring the food, manipulating the food, to then have that food being transferred to whomever is eating it. So sometimes he'll even put music on to uplift his energy, to uplift the energy of the entire kitchen, to prepare to alchemize and to shift and to manipulate the food. Because it's an honor to be able to work with nature and use nature as sustenance. And it's the circle of life. And so intentionality is extremely important in not only me doing my locks, but in our day-to-day life. And mindfulness, being aware. We live in a society that is really set on gating your attention for whatever their desires are. So if it's a company that wants to sell you, let's say McDonald's, for example. McDonald's wants to sell you food, right? And even if it may not be actual food, they're going to gain your attention. Their intention is to gain your attention and have you crave their food. So we have so many advertisements to be consumers and to distract us and not allow for us to be mindful. We have advertisements, we have social media. So it's still the media companies that for millennials, we had television. Millennials and older, we had television and commercials and, news media giving us all of this information, distracting us, honestly, introducing fear into our beings constantly. And so now the media has been transformed to social media, so now we're getting distracted by society, not major advertising companies, but society, social, people around us, friends, family, strangers. So now we have the media from your everyday person, which then adds more to the pot of distractions. So a distracted mind is a confused mind. And if you spend time slowing down the mind, sitting in stillness, reading a book, and sewing, crocheting, cooking, going for a walk, drawing, writing, you're now in a moment, in a space that you can focus and let the mind wander as it slowly starts to quiet down, and you become more present, you become more at peace, you become more still and more calm, and the confusion dissipates and you gain more clarity. And so I know it takes me a while to do my locks, and some people are like, why don't you just go to somebody? If you watch any of my other videos, I do have a person that I love going to, but they are miles and miles and miles away from me. And I also love doing my locks because it's a meditative practice. It requires patience to do each individual lock, which takes me about 1 minute to 2 minutes to do each lock. I have 275 locks, so you do the math. Sometimes I go faster. But this is a time for me to either make a YouTube video or listen to a podcast or talk with my partner. Or listen to an audiobook, or just listen to nature around me as I'm doing my hair. I'm not scrolling, because I have to focus and look at the screen as to see what I'm doing. If you can see here, that's my head right there. So if you're watching this, more than likely you are locked or thinking about getting locks, or you actually do locks as well. And for me, I can't speak for all people, but generally speaking, or honestly, the point of locks, at least to my understanding, is a spiritual relationship with your hair. And so maybe you're doing it for superficial reasons. You like the look of it. It's a hairstyle. Or maybe you want to develop a better relationship with yourself and your hair and honor your antennas. But you, who's watching this, more than likely has an interest in mindfulness, an interest in spirituality, an interest in authenticity, because locks is your natural state of hair, We have the afro for everyone that has, kinky hair. We have an afro that grows up towards the sky. And whatever way you decide to do your locks, you're keeping it in its natural state, but just locking it, manipulating it. So there's something within you that wants to remain authentic, wants to be your most authentic self. And I just want to say kudos. I just want to say kudos to you for honoring yourself and your natural hair, honoring who you are, and being courageous to do this hairstyle. In some places, in some communities, this hairstyle is looked at as either dirty, non-conforming. It's looked at in so many different ways aside from what it is intended to be. And so you saw that I washed my hair. My locks are not dirty. They're clean. They smell amazing. So for someone like you that's interested in locks or has locks or does locks, you are being brave and courageous to rock your natural hair against certain societies or certain communities or certain belief systems that if you wear locks, you must be Rasta, you must smoke weed, you must be dirty. All of these labels and judgments based off of you loving yourself, loving your hair. When I first started doing my locks, people were questioning, like, is this something I should be doing? Especially because it hadn't locked, the beginning phase of locks, what they call the ugly phase or the baby locks. And it's a statement and an attestment to your authenticity and to your bravery to stand tall and say, this is how I want to wear my hair. And I see the vision. And it is about the journey. Having locks is a journey. Your hair will go through so many different states, especially if you're beginning from a short hairstyle. So it's extremely important to have your why on why you want to have locks, because that will be your guiding force, your North Star against any doubts around you from family members, from friends, from your work. You are a non-conformist by getting locks. You are a rebel, and if no one's ever told you how brave you are, I can tell you this: having locks is a brave and courageous move. It's an authentic move. You are proud. And aside from all of that, you are welcoming ease into your life, especially if you are a woman. I'm going to I can only speak for myself. I am a Black woman. All the different hairstyles that we've gone through, worn, it can be stressful. It's like, what is my next hairstyle going to be? Moving around, going to work, traveling. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with your hair. So this is also welcoming ease into your life, because although it's taking me a day, 2 days to do the retightening, the rest of the month, I don't do anything else. maybe wash my hair, but my hair is set. And I can go swimming, I can have my partner run his hands through my hair, through my scalp. Like, he's actually doing signs of pulling my hair as he's cooking. But you all know what I'm talking about. So if you needed another question, or if you needed another sign, not a question, if you need another sign to get locks, or if you have a friend that's interested in getting locks, forward them this video. Maybe what I'm saying will communicate to them better, or give them some insights, give them a different perspective of what life is like with locks. And again, you can do locks in any of, like, you can start your locks through braiding, through 2-strand twists, through interlocking from the get-go, through palm rolling. And even those that have palm rolls, you can actually maintain your locks through interlocking if you're going to travel, and which will avoid you having to sit in a dryer, or being concerned with your hair unraveling in the water if you're traveling to a warm climate. As you can tell, I'm an advocate for locks. And about uno, dos, tres, I think, 1, 2, 3. I think I've helped or supported or inspired 3 or 4 people that I know personally to get locks. And every time I see them, they say that this is the best decision that they've made in regards to their hair. So I'm looking to spread the love, spread the awareness that locks are for you too. And if you do have them and you're like, I don't know if I could deal with this stage, just keep going. Just keep going. It took a while for my locks to I developed a good relationship from the beginning, but this is a journey. Be patient with yourself, be patient with your hair. Find the right person to do your reties. If you need help with that, you can reach out to me directly on how to find the right loctician for you. And if you're interested in me doing a video like that, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so I realized that since today is day 2, I didn't explain what I do if I start retightening on the 2nd day, since my hair is dry from yesterday. Remember this spray bottle that I talked about in the first part of this video? I will spray the root of my locks with the mixture of the avocado oil and the rosemary essential oils and water. And I'll, not to dampen it, just to moisten the root of the locks. And I'll massage a little bit, and then I'll get back to retightening. That's the only thing. I won't do the oil massage like I did at the beginning until I'm fully done. But I can feel the difference using avocado oil versus coconut oil. I think that, at least what it feels like, that the avocado oil is actually penetrating the hair shaft, and then the coconut oil seems to sit on the hair. It seems like the avocado oil is actually, penetrating. And honestly, before I did locks or started locks, I knew a lot more about the science behind hair shaft and all that with natural hair, with like my 4C hair. That there are certain oils that are too large in terms of, like, if we get down to the cellular level, there's certain oils that won't be able to penetrate your hair shaft, depending on the type of hair that you have. So I have 4C hair that is thin, a lot of hair strands, but they're thin and very, very curly. They're, I believe, high porosity and low density, highly porous, so meaning that they float in water. Again, or that's the other way around, but I think that's right. High porosity, low density. So, yeah, there's that. Start with the left side. If you're interested in picking my brain and having a quick conversation with me about locks, about mindfulness, you can click on my link. It's a Tidy Cow link, and you can book some time with me just to gain more information about my lock journey or any questions you may have, and like where to go. If you are in Massachusetts, in New York, in Los Angeles, or in Costa Rica, I can help you in finding a good loctician. Those are the only areas that I'm aware of. If you're in Massachusetts, definitely I have the most amazing person for you to go to. And yeah, I've learned quite a bit having these locks about my hair and my hair's abilities, what it can and can't do, what it likes and what it doesn't like, especially with 4C hair. And I would like this channel not to only be about locks, but I want to honor the subscribers that have been with me since the beginning when I did start posting about my locks. But as I grow, as I evolve, as I, move through life, I'd like to share a lot more than just locks. So this channel will continue to evolve with a focus on mindfulness and intentional living and authentic living and knowing thyself. So then and how will that help you, you may ask? Well, within that, it will help mindfulness and having self-awareness and really cultivating a knowing of yourself will help you in relationships, will help you in work, will help you in your art, your creativity if you're an artist, will help you as an entrepreneur, will help you within your own relationship with yourself, with your children. Will literally help you in interacting with the world in a better way and having the world interact with you in a more aligned way. I believe that we are all here to continue our journeys and fulfill our purpose in this body that we're in. And maybe, like, I don't know, but I do believe that we all have a purpose, have a promise that is for us by a higher power. And so if I can support you in releasing the limitations and blocks for you to be able to fulfill that purpose, then I am doing my duty as a human being, as a spiritual person, a spiritual body, spiritual being, and being in service to you. If you watch this far, thank you. Maybe you're twisting your locks along with me. Maybe you have me playing in the background as you clean, as you do laundry, or as you're cooking. I want to say thank you and let you know that I appreciate you very much. And if you are still here watching to this point, leave an emoji to let me know how far we've come. Let me know. Leave an emoji, maybe a heart, or, a heart. A black heart. And for those that did stick around, you get a bonus. I'm going to show you what it is that I'll be eating that my partner is making. That's all plant-based. You'll get a peek to see. You won't be able to, you can't smell what I'm smelling right now, but you'll be able to see what it looks like. As promised, here's the food that I'm going to be eating. Take a look at this. This is ackee cooked in, Adrian?
This is a tomato sauce.
Ackee cooked in tomato sauce and
Spices.
bay leaves and spices and green peppers. And then this is a delicious looking salad with kale, lettuce, bayes, avocado, tomato, cabbage. Am I missing anything else?
Cabbage, kale, lettuce, tomatoes,
Carrots.
baye, avocado.
And then cucumbers, and then quinoa, and then some extra cilantro and avocado with a mango dressing and spicy sauce made by the chef.
Thanks. I'm gonna eat.
Yes,
I hope
I'm
that
ready
you
to
enjoyed
eat.
the video. And if you wanna see more of my plates, you can visit my channel where you're gonna learn how to cook this food. We're just gonna eat.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Back to where we started. My locks are done. They're finished. After 3 days, but not 3 full days, but they're done. So I'm going to just show you what it looks like with finished locks. Take a look. Take a look, take a look, take a look. All finished. Lovely. And that is it, the full process of my locks. The last few things I'm going to do is spray them down, spray them with the same mixture that I've been using throughout the whole retightening session. I'll spray them down, I'll use some oil, massage my scalp, and I'm good to go. So I could style, I could do like a braid out, I could do a twist out. I could do whatever with the spray bottle, really. For the style to hold, especially if it's a braid out or a twist out, I will spray my hair, not fully saturate the locks, but give it some moisture, do the style, and tie it up. And if you're interested in seeing that, let me know down in the comments. But in terms of maintenance and upkeep and taking care of the locks, this is what I do. Like, I keep it fairly simple. I don't think I need to cut down any of my locks or pull or cut any of the buds. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm grateful. And I'm honored that you watched this video till the end. Till next time, peace.